Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. And today we are going to play top of the tree tank, M5I. And oh boys, I must admit this is far away from being my favorite tank, to say that the least. In other words, I simply think E5 and E5 is better, Super Conqueror is better, so in a way, this vehicle doesn't really have place in the game, if you know what I mean, at least from my point of view. I rated this tank whenever it came out 2 stars, which would translate to the bad rating, and looks like community doesn't really play with this tank, or maybe community doesn't rate this vehicle, and community rating is like 3 stars. By the way, if you did not know that, you can rate the tanks yourself. Log into the index page via our gaming API and you can rate the tanks with which you have 50 battles plus, right? And now, without further ado, by the way, fellas, I warmed up with this vehicle. I played like 5 battles off screen. 2 games were good, 3 games were bad. So let's see how it will behave and how it will work. Now, first things first, what is my problem with this vehicle and why I do not really like it? For my liking, alpha damage is kind of low, 360, because nowadays game is highly dependent on the trades. That is important thing to highlight. After that, I do not really love the gun handling of this tank. It's just not that good. It's average, right? But I would not say it is super extraordinary. Especially whenever you are using the other gun with a bigger alpha damage, 440, that is very, very bad. Can I say the gun handling is average? Maybe gun handling is more to okay than average. Let's say gun handling is good, right? But it doesn't perform in the trades, if that makes sense, right? Plus on top of that, this vehicle is kind of made out of weak spots. That being said, I feel like I am getting penetrated even though I am trying to do my best, and even though I am doing my best to hide this cupola. For me, it feels like this cupola simply has the magnet in it. And every and each mother trucker who is trying to shoot you will hit the cupola. This is how it feels to me, right? And today when I did my warming up, I felt like everyone can slap me. And that felt quite bad. Like it is visible here, right? The gun handling doesn't look bad. The shells are flying straight. It doesn't look like it is unplayable by any shape or any form. So yeah, maybe I am overreactive with the gun, right? The gun is actually okayish. But is okayish gun good enough to make this tank good? Well, that is the other question we are going to figure out today. Meanwhile, we are just slapping the Mr. Mouse, trying to side-scrap here around the corner. And yeah, the gun looks very, very nice. I definitely cannot complain, and I cannot say, oh my bananas, what a disgusting gun this is. No, you want to see disgusting gun, play with a chieftain. You will see what disgusting gun is. This is actually alright. This is actually alright. Extremely important thing to highlight. Remember what I said? Yeah, unfortunate. Extremely important thing to highlight. I feel like this vehicle is requiring a lot of the gold spam as well. Because whenever you are dealing against the heavy tanks, right, I just feel like you need to spam a lot of gold with this vehicle. Maybe it's only me, maybe I'm being special, but this is how I feel when I'm playing with it. And this tank has unique game mechanics, which is double track, right? So pretty much it is very, very hard to track this vehicle, and it's very hard to immobilize it, because even though you are losing one set of tracks, you still can move. Unless you are going to lose both set of tracks, then it is going to be GG finito, and then it is not going to be the best thing for you. But usually it happens quite rarely, unless Arta is slapping you like there is no tomorrow. And let's get real, it will happen once in a while. But other than that, it should be okay. And now, skill, I do not understand what you are saying. You have done 2,500 damage in like literally first 3 minutes of the game, and why you do not like this tank? For me, it feels like very awkward vehicle to play with. I feel like making pressure with this tank is very, 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 very hard. I feel like armor doesn't really last that good as I would love, or it doesn't last that good to my liking, right? and it's just not that awesome. Plus, on top of that, please keep this in mind what I said before about the cupola. Cupola just simply feels like it would have a magnet inside, and if I feel this way, I'm just going to say that, right? Even though you can play hold down, it is just simply annoying. Okay, Mr. Mouse, how are you doing this fine day? Let's play the game. You look at me and I penetrate you and I escape. Can we play this game, pretty please? Bad play by me. That is okay. Not a big surprise. And now, as you can see, fellas, we got tracked here, right? By the Arta, but we got our tracks back. We are feeling quite all right. Hip hip hooray. No, look at me. Mr. Mouse, look at me. No, don't be shy. Just look at me for once. Mr. Mouse, I get the point. You are moving in front and back and you are singing, you see me rolling. I get it, my man. I get it. That is absolutely glorious. But can you show me your weak spot? That will do. That will do. Close but no banana, that's okay. Good, very, very good. I'm trying to focus as much as I physically and possibly can with this tank. And the main reason why am I trying to focus, I'm trying to make this tank work and to show it's not everything is so bad and not everything is so unplayable with this tank, right? And I don't really think it is an unplayable tank. I feel like it's just not so good. Let's say like that. I feel like this vehicle is just simply not so good. That would be my description for this vehicle. Okay, let's try to make pressure like this. We are slapping mouse. We are trying to beat the living crap out of this T-30 at this point. Unfortunately, he hit us. Not much what I can do about that. We are going to ram him. And in fact, I'm going to lose 200 hit points while ramming him. Not bad, fellas. Not bad. 200 hit points while ramming. Skill, do you understand? You did 0, exactly. That's what I am saying. I'm not complaining about it, we just figured it out you cannot ram with this tank, right? Since I played with this tank last time, whenever I was marking it, right? I obviously forgot some things about this tank as well. And that is completely fine and that is alright. Meanwhile, now, beautiful. Where is the Bacha Tarta? Bacha Tarta is sitting over there. All we need to do now, we need to slap him. I am moving sideways like so, and I'm eliminating him from the game. Beautiful game. In this battle, it happened to be that we made 5,000 damage, 300 assisting damage, but I must admit I am kind of tryharding here. I'm trying to make it work, and I'm trying to do my best with this tank. If I would relax a bit, I would say it would be significantly worse, right? And I would say it would be way more complicated. Anyways, beautiful game. 5 kills, 5.1 thousand damage, 300 assisting damage. Very good. And we are coming back with a first class and with Paskuki medal. There is nothing better than killing 2 artists. Okay, killing 3 artists is probably better. We are first by experience, we are first by the damage, and we got ourselves minus 6,000 credits. Now, since you are spamming so much gold with this tank, yeah, you are going to pay the price for it. And if not the mission completion, it would be 57,000 credits minus. 57,000 per game, that's a lot of credits if you would ask me. Okay, round number 2, El Haluf Standard Battle. This is very good for this vehicle, I must admit that. Playing hold down with this tank can be absolutely glorious, and let's try to make it work. Once again, it is not easy tank to play, at least for me, and I feel like I would rather play with E5 or I would rather play with a Super Conqueror in pretty much most of the situations. But on the positive note, this vehicle is not so slow, right? So that is a positive thing and this is nice. As an example, I have no doubts whatsoever that 60TP is using the turbo, right? And we are without turbo overtaking him pretty much. Are we overtaking him? Good, faster, Yoch, faster. No, actually we have a drag race over there. We actually have a drag race over there. That's what we have. Obviously, if you are going to use the turbo, you are going to be like a medium level tank where the speed goes, especially if you are slapping the Bond one. Is it worth it? Well, for me, turbo on this tank is ruining the gun handling way too much, so I prefer not to use it. But you know, in the end of the day, everything is everything is depending on your preferentials. Okay, beautiful. We are arriving to position, and now we are going to play the game. And now we are going to play the game. How about that? Ooh, hello there. Hello there. Plenty of the enemies to play against. Nice. This is going to be fine, I would say. Unfortunately, I missed very important shot, but that's okay. Doesn't really matter. Can we hit the Super Conqueror? Yes, we can. Beautiful. And now you see this TN95 Echo 6. He has a very good DPM, but he's playing in the open field for our Arthas. And what that means... that means we are going to get blocked by our 60 TP gun. That's okay. Happens for the best of us, I guess. That wasn't intentional by this guy, and you know, that's fine. How we can do this? They have plenty of the forces here, and by saying plenty, I mean the whole enemy team is ready to play the game, right? At least this is how it looks like. Okay, not a big deal, we are going to be alright, and Mr. Kranwagen lover played, beautiful shot. Once again, pay a humongous attention what is happening around us, and we are going to be fine. Focus, focus, focus. Let's try to do our best. Unfortunately, bad shot by me. Not much what I can do about this, and now enemies are going to go in. Luckily, we have a trash burn in the back, fellas. Keep this in mind. The trash burn is in the back. And what trash burn means for us? Well, trash burn means he's going to one-shot someone whenever they are going to make a decision to peek. This is exactly what I would love to see. Come on, gun. Come on. Treat us better. Treat us better, gun. We are just holding them. I know it might look rough at this point, but we are definitely winning this game. Oy. One of those games I see. One of those games when the gun doesn't want to collaborate. That's fine. If the gun doesn't want to collaborate, we will make it collaborate. How about that? If the gun doesn't want to collaborate, we are going to make him to collaborate with us. Oh my bananas. Yeah, one of those games. That's good. This is the game. This game is the reason why I do not really like this gun and why I do not really like this tank. That was a slaughterhouse. Okay, look. If I would play here with a Super Conqueror, I would have 5000 damage. If I would play here with E5, I believe I would shred the enemies significantly easier as well. With this tank, I just couldn't do anything. Maybe the decision was bad to go back to try to defend against the guys over there, and maybe I would actually needed to push in front, right? But nevertheless, I do not trust armor, I do not really trust the gun as well. Although in the previous game the gun was very nice, in this game it was just simply garbage. Like literally proper garbage. It's okay, it happens. Let's see the score. Phew, what a tank. Okay, the second battle was quite a disappointment, not gonna lie, but I am kind of used for disappointments with this tank. I'm not even joking, fellas. I do not feel bad by having games like this, and it happens quite often. You know, this is what I am going through whenever I'm playing with a tank which I hate from the bottom of my heart, right? Even though I am trying to make it work. So 1,300 damage, 1,200 assisting damage, quite a horrible game, but that's what we have, right? And enemy Grille, 6,000 damage farmed, that's absolutely glorious, and that is absolutely amazing, good for him. Overall we scored 4th by experience, but we are somewhere in the bottom by the damage, right? Not a big surprise, and we lost 42,000 credits. Yep, this is this tank life, losing credits non-stop. Okay, last game will be better. I believe so. Fingers crossed. Cross your fingers for me. I dare you. Okay, look at this. A bit begging, and we have a decent matchmaking. Decent matchmaking. -2 matchmaking skill. You are MVP here. Well, we'll see until we are going to meet enemies, right? So, what we are going to do, we are going to go into the city. That's straightforward. We are going to take this position over there, and we are going to try to play here. All and all, fingers crossed that we are going to make it work. You know what I just noticed? There is a bloody machine gun on top, and it is for shooting planes, I think. How about that, fellas? How about that? Is it for shooting planes? I do not know. I just had a random thought. Don't mind me if I do. Okay, we are about to hit where we want to play, and we want to play over there. Yep, we are in position. Now, I would love to see enemies trying to get involved here and trying to get a bit more aggressive, but obviously time will show absolutely everything. Is it going to be the case or not? Also, I want to be somewhere nearby just in case if they would try to make pressure here, okay? That's what I would love to say. And that's what I would love to see. KT and Hash is in position as well. We are going to slap him, especially if he is going to get involved. But at this point, we are kind of chilling and we are enjoying ourselves. One thing to highlight before anything else is that enemies might try to make pressure like this, and probably they will make pressure like this. This is not what I'm looking for, but that's what we need to deal with. Maybe I can farm this T and Hash. I mean, it's a tier 8 tank, right? After all. It is a tier 8 tank after all. Can we slap him? ELC is probably making pressure through the middle over there, and here we go, the tier 8 tank. Yep, ELC, not a big surprise. I am very, very well aware of that. How about this guy going through the middle, kaboom, into the side. Beautiful, very, very nice. We are slapping them, and we are feeling happy about this. Now, what do we want to do next? Oh, that's naughty ELC. Oh, that naughty ELC. Okay, that means I'm all the time spotted, but that is okay, not a big problem, we are going to be fine. What is the goal for us at this point? At this point, we want to eliminate this side completely. We want to slap the Indian Panzer, we want to slap Object, and let's get real, I'm a tier 10 heavy, so... Okay, I'm tier 10 medium. I think that is more fair. So what that basically means, I should be able to definitely slap every and each tier 8 who made a decision to be aggressive here, right? So not a big surprise. Beautiful, very, very nice. I see the CLC, but I do not really care about him, believe me or not. And now I care about him. Listen, you little mother trucker, come here. You enjoyed yourself? You enjoyed yourself? Oh, yes, yes. Yes, kill you, naughty piglet. What have you done? Listen, the CLC just politely asked for me to slap him, okay? And I cannot say no for a bit of the slapping. I just simply can't. This side is clear, that's okay. All we need to do at this point, we need to make a hardcore pressure for this T and Hash, and after that farm this 60 TP. So not a big surprise whatsoever, and I think we should be able to do this. 60 TP is where the damage at, and 60 TP is where the farm of this game more likely will happen, right? Obviously, enemy T and Hash, if he is smart, he will try to escape, but to be completely honest with you, he is sitting in very, very, very deep Kaku hole, and he is going straight to the garage as well. Very, very nice. And now, look at this beauty. Please do not penetrate me. Thank you very much. And now we are farming. Now we are booming, and now we are gaming. This is exactly what we want to see, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it's kind of nice whenever you can shoot non-stop with this tank, and if you can track someone, I mean, it doesn't feel bad by any shape or any form, right? But this is only whenever you are getting ignored by the enemies to a certain extent, right? At least this is how I look into all of this. If enemies are ignoring you, hey, that's quite fun. If enemies are fighting back, then it is not so much fun anymore. Okay. Now, looking into all of this, Now looking into all of this, we can play the game and we can obviously slap this gentleman. How about this Kranwagen? Remember, I cannot really ram the enemies because unfortunately, but we do not really have that much of the ramming power. But maybe 3 hit points would have been okay. 60 DP and Hori. I do not really care about the Hori because I have a feeling he's dead, so let's try to go here. Our Jeff is saying, high skill. Okay, this is actually fine. I was expecting significantly worse performance, to be completely honest with you. I was expecting significantly worse performance. Let's see. Can we say hello for this Yoch? Beautiful shot into the Yoch. Excellent, very, very good. Can we slap him once again? Yes, we can, and this guy is dead. Nice. I do not really care about the Hori, like I said before. I would rather go for Arthas. So this game, it wasn't horrible, it wasn't bad, I would say. And I think we made this game work pretty well for ourselves, right? 4.5 thousand damage, 1.3 thousand assisting damage, that's fine. But with quite a lot of warming up and everything. In other words, it was truly quite a hard battle. It was quite a hard battle, fellas. I need to, whenever I play with this tank, I need to truly try hard and I need to try to make it work to the best of my abilities. And it is quite a journey and it is quite a challenge, not gonna lie, fellas. It is quite a challenge. It truly is. Meanwhile, we are going to attempt to claim our Top Gun over there if we are going to arrive there in time. But obviously, everything is depending on the luck in this situation. Slowly but surely going there, and soon we are going to figure out, are we going to slap him or not? Let's try to go like this. Kaboom, I missed. It's okay. Not a big surprise, not a big deal. Everything is completely fine. So yeah. 2 out of 3 games we are successful, and you know what? I think it is good that we had that fail when the gun simply misbehaved, or maybe I'm ashamed. I believe you are going to share that in the comment section down below, and it was quite a journey. In other words, I am not looking forward to mark this vehicle because I still have to deal with it on my 100% account. And oh boys, I am not looking for it. I am definitely not looking for it, truly. So what do we have? 4.5 thousand damage, 1.3 thousand assisting damage. Yip yip hooray. I would say the last game was successful, and we got 23,000 profits as well. Now, if you are wondering what was my average performance when I played with this tank, my average performance was 3.3 thousand damage and 800 assisting damage. And this is not a good score for a tier 10 heavy tank. Just saying, fellas, it is not a great score. I mean, with tank like Maus or VK or E100 or KPZ or Panzer, however you would call it, I play significantly better, and everyone knows that Panzer is not that great. Today's average performance was better than average, fellas. We played for 3.7 thousand damage and 1,000 assisting damage. And once again, if not that bad game, right? If not that bad luck, or maybe my bad game, however you would call this, the score would be significantly better. And now looking, before we are going to finish everything, I want to see how the top players are playing with this vehicle, just out of curiosity. So there is 2 guys who are going ham and who are getting, let's say, 4,000 average damage, right? That is not bad by any shape or by any form, right? 4,000. But if you would compare the tanks, let's say like Super Conqueror, right, which is obviously a meta tank and it is very, very beautiful vehicle overall, you would notice that there is people who are doing 5,000 DPGs. And the first, let's say 20 people or so, I mean, there's plenty of guys who are doing 4,000 DPG score with a Super Conqueror. So yeah, and you are seeing just a difference, you know? You are seeing one okay tank, and you are seeing other superb tank. And Yoch is okayish, or maybe badish, however you would call this. In other words, it's not really worth it, right? And I'm just being honest with you. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a great time and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.